What is the secret to get what you really want in your life? In this video, you're going to discover the 4 secrets to get what you want. Now, the first thing we have to understand is that it's only worth listening to people who have what they want. And my name is Michael McIntosh, and I've spent the last 17 years doing what I love, living in beautiful places. My companies have made millions of dollars. But more importantly, I feel happy and I feel like I'm living my life purpose. Every day I feel very blessed to be alive, and that's why I wanted to share this with you, to help you discover how you can live your own perfect life, whatever that happens to be for you, because we're all different. There's a quote that I really like, that when you chase your shadow, it always runs away from you. But if you turn around and face the sun, then your shadow will follow you. And so when we are connected to our higher self and connected to our dharma, our real reason for being here, then all these wonderful things in our life sort of follow us because we're in alignment with who we are. So the first secret is to understand, what do you really want? What do you really want? The media, entertainment, marketing companies, ads, there's so much stuff going on trying to get us to want things that other people want us to want, right? So if you go on your phone and you flip through any social media platform, there's going to be ads, and the purpose of those ads is to pull you away from what you're doing into a desire that they have manufactured for you. So many times people get what they want, they look at these ads, they think about these things, they get what they want, and they're not happy. So either people try really hard and don't get what they want, or they do get what they want and they find out it doesn't actually make any difference. There are usually 2 things that happen when people try and get what they want. The first one is they try so hard, they do all this stuff, and it doesn't work, so they feel frustrated. The other option is where people do get what they think they want, but they're disappointed. There's not that many people who actually get what they want and they feel like, yes, this is actually really what I wanted and I'm happy now, right? Most people get what they want and they want something else, something else, something else, and it just never ends, and they're always feeling unfulfilled. So the first thing we have to understand is, what do we really, really want, and why do we really want it? It's worth taking a moment to think about what you want. It's actually useful to get a journal. I have a journal here, and just write down everything that you want, right? Whatever it is, just no censoring, just write it all down. And then look at what you've written down and just feel into it. Does this actually make any difference to me? Once you've written down what you want, have a look at it again and tune into the feeling that those things or that thing is going to give you. Because, for example, a lot of people want to come here to the beach in Hawaii, or they want to have some sort of experience because it's going to make them feel better, or they think it's going to make them feel better, right? So we want this product because it's going to make our life better, so we feel better. We want to have a relationship so that we feel loved, or we can love someone else. So there's all these things that we want, but the reason we really want them is to feel something, to have some sort of shift, some change in our emotional state. So look at your list and tune into what is the real feeling, the energy, the shift in your being that you're really going for. That's actually what you really want. Because let's say, for example, you wanted to come to Hawaii and sit on the beach, and you hope it's going to make you feel happy and relaxed, and you know, get a nice tan and all these things. But what happens if you got here and you felt absolutely depressed? Then would you want to come? If you knew coming here was going to make you suicidal, then what would be the point, right? Of course, a lot of people have a good time when they go on vacation, but a lot of people don't have a good time. So what we're really looking for is the feeling. What do you really want to feel? Is it love, peace, joy, contentment, safety. A lot of things that we do, we're trying to feel safe and secure. Do we want to feel respected? Do we want to feel empowered and powerful? What is it that you actually truly want? So when you know what you really want and the feeling of what you want, the next step is to learn how to come into that feeling now, which is not as hard as you think, by the way. And I'll just give an example of this, and then I'll share how to do this. When I was younger, I used to smoke weed and drink alcohol and do all these things to try and feel better, because I was, a teenager, and that's kind of what we did. And so I had to go to work in this nasty kitchen, scrubbing pots and pans, so that I could get money, so that I could buy drugs, so that I could feel better about the fact that I didn't like my life working in the kitchen. You see this vicious cycle. I didn't feel happy about my life, so I had to make money to buy stuff to feel better about the fact that I didn't like my life. And it just went round and round and round and round. When I learned meditation, I started to feel joy and happiness and freedom and peace, and I quit my job, right? Because I didn't need to spend that money on these things anymore, right? It didn't mean anything to me because I got what I wanted. And since then, my whole life has radically changed. So when you know the feeling of what you want, this is a major breakthrough, by the way, just knowing what you actually truly want on a deeper level, that feeling, then what you can do is you can imagine having all the things that you want in your life and tune into the feeling of having them. Right? That's one method. So you say, I have all these cool things, how would you feel? If you had attained everything you want right now, let's say you won the lottery and everything's perfect and everything's exactly what you want, how would you feel? A lot of people would be ecstatic. You'd be like, oh my God, I've attained everything, it's the best, right? We can actually allow ourselves to feel wonderful feelings now, where we're putting off good feelings for the future. Like imagine you won the lottery all of a sudden, right? And you won it and you haven't got the money yet, but you've seen there's $25 million coming to you, and you know that it is, and you've got the confirmation. You will have a shift in your consciousness. You'll be like, oh my God, what am I going to do with it? It's going to be great. And that feeling will bubble up, right? Nothing has actually changed yet, but the feeling is already there, and you weren't allowing the happiness to come out, right? We all have this problem. We're putting a lid on our joy, and we're saying, only under these circumstances am I going to let myself be happy. So as you imagine having everything you want, it starts to open the lid and it starts to expand out and you start to feel better. And the other method, which I'll talk about in another step, is to learn these special meditation practices that anyone can do anywhere in the world, anytime, that allow you to receive beautiful feelings, joy and love and freedom without paying any money, without going anywhere. And it is really rich and nourishing. So you can be in the feeling state of attainment in your life now. And that actually starts to change your whole perception of your life and the world and other people, and the world will start responding differently to you as that inner change happens, right? So like if you're smiling and someone else is smiling back at you, you see them smile, you smile. So as we shift our energy, loads of strange and wondrous things start to happen in our life. The third thing we need to know to really get what we want in life is to understand our dharma. Our dharma basically is our reason for being here. It's our duty, our divine duty, our sacred duty on this planet. And everyone has a unique dharma, right? When we are aligned with the work and the way of life that is truly right for us, then we will feel relaxed, at peace with ourselves, at peace with the world. We'll feel happiness bubbling up. We'll feel satisfaction in what we do. We won't feel, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. Why? We'll feel like we're doing the thing, right? And our dharma is about being of service to others in a unique way. So if someone is a martyr and they're like putting themselves out there and they feel drained and they're like, oh my God, that's not their dharma. Our dharma is something where we do it, we enjoy doing it, we feel aligned doing it, it feels natural, even if it's a bit difficult sometimes, and we receive positive feedback. We get blessings back from others and from the world. And we are creating a win-win, mutually beneficial situation, right? Because the more you add value and you support other people through your dharma, living your highest purpose, the more life in the universe and the divine will give back to you, right? Whereas if we're off our dharma, doing someone else's dharma, living someone else's purpose, following this, following that, and it's not true to ourselves, we will feel off kilter, we'll feel destabilized, we'll feel stressed, we'll always feel something's wrong, we'll feel anxious, and we also won't get the blessings, right? And people won't benefit either. So we can either have win-win-win-win-win situations where there's all these wins, you win, someone else wins, something else happens, blessings, 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 or we feel off track, no one else benefits, we feel stressed out, why am I doing this, what's going on? Most people are not living their dharma, which is why they feel so disturbed, because it's someone else's dharma, they saw something on TV or they got brainwashed from, because there's so many influences, and it's very easy to get pulled into that stuff and other people's opinions and what other people think we should be doing, and we just lose our whole life following someone else's purpose. So when we really go deep, what is my dharma? What is your dharma? Who are you really? What do you want to feel? What do you want to do with your life? How can you use your skills, your love, your talents in support of others in a real meaningful way? Right? It doesn't have to be some fancy thing like being the president of something or becoming the best of whatever, whatever. It doesn't have to be this over-the-top thing. But it's something that is true to you, being of service. It feels good in the moment, it feels good afterwards, you get good feedback, and you will get success in your life when you're following your dharma. This is something that you move into, you discover gradually, gently as you go through your life. It's not necessarily this one thing that you do, it's a way of life, it's a way of being. So it's your presence, it's how you show up, it's how you speak, how you walk, what you eat. There's a whole, the dharma is not just like, my dharma is to write books or my dharma is to be an artist or something. Dharma is much bigger than that. It's being of service in a meaningful way, and that is really what we want. We want to be aligned with our dharma, feeling wonderful, feeling all those good feelings. Even if sometimes it's difficult and there are obstacles, at least it's our own path, our own true dharma. The final step in getting what we really want is to learn how to master our mind and our heart through meditation and through practices, because we can manufacture blissful, peaceful, loving feelings within ourselves when we learn how to do it. I didn't used to know anything about meditation, and I wasn't a very happy person. I was all over the place, my mind was all over the place, everything was a mess. And so I started learning these things, and gradually, with a little bit of love and patience, I started to go into these beautiful states of love and peace and freedom. And it was just sitting down. I wasn't even doing anything at all, right? And so anyone can develop this within themselves. And this is the most important thing to know, because we're always thinking thoughts, we're always in our mind and in our heart having our own internal experience. Even the outside world we perceive is actually an inner experience that we're having. And so I have dedicated a lot of my time and energy over the last 25 years just to teach meditation and spiritual things for free to people. And if you're interested in learning more, there is free courses, meditations and all these things completely free, just because I want to give back and be of service to people. And dedicating just a little bit of time every day to learning these things allows you to tap into this wonderful source of light and love and peace, safety and freedom that is always present, and we just need to give it a little bit of attention, a little bit of love. It's like growing a plant, just keep giving it that water and that sunshine, and it gradually becomes this beautiful big tree that gives fruit and gives blessings and supports you on your life path. So if you're interested in that, just check out the links, and you will then be able to experience that beautiful feeling of freedom, feeling that you've attained everything you want now, and you will end up getting all the things you want. All your pure desires in life will be fulfilled by learning these things and going in this sacred direction of living your dharma. Thank you for being here. Lots of love, and I wish you every success in your beautiful life. Yay.